Hello students, welcome to today's session. So today we shall be discussing one term which we refer to as long in organic chemistry. So this term is used many times in organic chemistry. We shall be discussing this particular term in the form of question which is quite important to solve, and here comes the questions. Pause the video, try to solve it out. So I hope you people have tried this question by pausing this video, and we now shall be doing all the three steps one by one, and let me do it. First, acetaldehyde is treated with, this is the compound. Acetaldehyde is being treated with a compound which we refer to as propane 1,3-dithiol. Propane 1,3-dithiol, or commonly it is called as 1,3-dithiene. You can say it like this. It is the This sort of reaction is similar to that which we do in the case of acetaldehyde and ketones, for doing what you call it as acetal and hemiacetal formation. When we treat it with alcohol in the presence of H positive, we end up getting first the hemiacetal, and then finally we tend to get acetal. And all these steps are, this is what, first we get the hemiacetal formation, and then we get the acetal formation, and this is gem dialkoxy type of a compound which is being formed. And all of these steps are reversible. If you add excess of water, this would reverse back to give you this. So at times we used to say that if CO group is to be protected, it is to be first it is to be made into acetal formation, so it can be protected. So same sort of a viewpoint would happen in this case also. Let us do this one now. So what basically you have taken is a bit of acidic medium first. So acidic medium would increase the electrophilicity of the carbonyl carbon. This carbon is already having a positive charge, but because of the presence of bit of acidic medium, so what would happen is this got protonated, and virtually this is the resonating structures. You would get this sort of a resonating structure. Now what you have done, as and when in aldehyde a slight amount of acidic medium is being created, this would increase the positive charge on carbonyl carbon. Now you could get a clear cut positive charge. Now once you get a clear cut positive charge, this reagent which we have just added, because sulfur is quite nucleophilic, would attack it, and this would do some sort of this sort of a reaction. Now let me show it like this. So you would end up getting this sort of a situation, and here comes the sh, and this would get a positive charge. Now what would happen? Now we will be doing, there would be a formation of intramolecular proton exchange. What does it mean? This H positive goes to this side. This is what you call as intramolecular proton exchange, and you end up getting this sort of a situation, that here you will get a positive charge, and this sulfur would become neutral, and you have SH here. Now you may think it like this. First you take this water out, and once you take this water out, what you would get here is, let me show it like this, CH3CH. This water goes out, there creates a positive charge, sulfur, and here you get the SH, or you may say it like this, S. This would attack, and finally what you end up getting here is CH. SH would have, the sulfur would have positive charge, and this sort of a situation is created, and ultimately the H present on sulfur got deprotonated, so the H you have added actually came out. So a sort of a cyclic thioacetal is being generated. You can say it like this. It is a sort of cyclic thioacetal is being generated. Now the good part of the story is, now what is the other reagent? First let me conclude this, what we have done, that you are being given acetaldehyde. Into this you are being given this compound in acidic medium, and you end up getting this compound. This is what you have achieved till now. Now the second step, next step in this is what? Next step is the addition of butyl lithium. This is what they have added. Butyl lithium followed by ethyl chloride. This is what you have to add into it. So now here comes the meaning of umplong. Just concentrate, and this is very interesting to tell you. Now you should know that this butyl lithium, N-butyl lithium, is a organometallic compound where butyl would have negative charge, lithium would have, or simply I would write alkyl lithium. It's a organometallic compound where carbon and lithium is having a ionic character. So where this is a formation of, this is a source of carbanion, and this carbanion may act as base as well as nucleophile. Here what does it act as? Here it would be acting as, let me write it once again for your convenience in a better way, that what I'm saying is N-butyl lithium is having positive, this as having a negative charge. So what would it do? Now here comes the beauty. So here what is being produced is this H positive is being taken by butyl, and N-butane goes out. This goes lost, and what is being generated here? The species which is generated here is a carbanion. And now the question arises, this carbon at this point of time, at the starting of this reaction, this carbon is having delta positive charge. Now the same carbon is having negative charge. This is beautiful. Wow, this is very interesting. That the carbon which we have started with is having a delta positive charge, but after this process or this reaction, we have we are able to get a negative charge on the same carbon. This is called as reversal of polarity, and this reversal of polarity is in fact is said as umplong. Wow, this is called as umplong. This reversal of polarity in a bond is termed as umplong. Now the other matter of the fact is that in this particular question, why this hydrogen has become acidic? This also is a very interesting question. It has become acidic because this now can do a sort of d pi p pi back bonding, p pi d pi back bonding, because of the availability of vacant 3d orbitals on sulfur. So this carbanion got stabilized. The carbanion got stabilized, and this got stabilized by back bonding. The negative charge got disposed on both the sulfurs. As a consequence, this has become stable. Now the carbanion which we have generated, now keep on going next step to the carbanion which we have generated here, this sort of a carbanion which we have generated, which is quite stable, can now react with ethyl chloride as a nucleophile, because this is delta positive, this is delta negative, and this carbanion then can attack it and Cl goes out. As a consequence, what you have generated is C. Here comes the ethyl part of the species, and here the same sulfur is there. Now the good part of the story is NCl negative has gone out, and this Cl negative which has gone out is with the lithium, the counter ion of the carbanion here. The counter ion of this is the lithium positive, which is now taking this Cl negative out. Now once you get this, now this particular species can be hydrolyzed back to the same compound. If you treat it with water and HgCl2, this is a reagent which you have to just at this point of time has to learn, would give back the same compound. But the beauty of the matter is that you have converted aldehyde to ketone, and this species which we have just has written would reverse back to give you the same thing. And second thing, which is not actually being asked in the question, but you can remember here, if you do the hydrogenation of this particular species with nickel or simple the reduction part, then you would end up getting alkane here. This also is a very important question along with the same reagent. So although this has not been asked, so this you always have to remember that dithiane can hydrolyze back to give you the same starting material along with the formation of ketone, and it can give you alkane also. So it's a beautiful question where you have understood the meaning of umplong. um, as such, this may not be asked as a umplong word in the competition, but as a question or as a problem solving, this is a very important question. So what shall be the answer? The answer to this question is, this was the esteraldehyde, and we end up getting the compound which we are saying it as to be butanol 2. So the answer to this question is C option. So I find this is a wow problem. So the topic is very important, umplong. So as pertaining to this particular word, there is other terms are also there in organic chemistry like ipso, cine attack, or in situ. So I shall be making all these terms, problems based on all these terms in upcoming videos. Thanks a lot. I hope you have enjoyed today's session. It is quite informative. I find it wow to say umplong. Take care, stay safe. Bye bye. Have a nice day.